All right. Hey, you guys. Welcome. Welcome to the Newbie Zoom. We're just going to go over today a little bit about the tasks of what we do and simplify it so it's not super overwhelming. If you are new, put it in the chat. Say, hey, I'm new. I see a couple people, familiar faces already. Oh, nice. Did you hear that? My cat's knocking things over. Hey, guys. Hello. All right. Okay, so I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Rachel Wilkins. I am a triple diamond on this team. I've been in the business almost 3 years now. It'll be 3 years in March. And this business has completely changed my life. I went from coming out of an abusive relationship, just totally down on myself. I came from working like crazy in debt with lawyer fees and just trying to get by, and I was working nights, and all I wanted was to be home more with my kids. I never was able to put my kids to bed because I was bartending, and so I was like, I just want to say goodnight to them, and so I got into this. I first started out with it being just a dream of just being able to make enough to get a new car and cover the car payment. But once I got in and got around these people and I felt that energy of believing in myself that I can do more, then that's when it came where I was like, okay, maybe I can do this and make more so I can do less shifts. And then that went to 6 months in the business. I was able to quit my job and do this full time. And so I've been home with my kids, and it's just been so amazing just to be home. I'm a homebody, so I love being at home, just chilling in my jammies all day. So this is my dream job, that I could do this on my phone. I don't have to put my makeup on every day if I don't want to, because all we do is mostly through text messages, on Facebook, so it's so simple. And I just hope that you guys commit to this, commit to yourself, whether if it is just extra income or if it's just to cover a couple bills, or it is you have that same dream that you want to be able to quit your job. Just give yourself that courage to stay around, and don't give up on yourself, because that is going to be the game changer. Give this business at least 6 months to a year, and it's going to change your life. Just don't give up at the beginning when it gets hard. All right, Courtney, you want to introduce yourself?
Thanks, Rach. Hi, my name's Courtney Packett. I'm a presidential diamond in this business. I've been doing this for almost 6 years. Been doing it for 6 years, but really been doing it for about 5. I started when I was a single mom, and I was teaching 50 plus hours a week, and I just wanted more for my girls. I knew that I would either have to shrink my dreams and not be able to put them in all the extracurricular sports, take trips with them, or I was going to need to find something different. And I had a lot of colleagues that would work all day. I taught 5th grade. They would work all day, and then they would go bartend until 2 in the morning, wake up at 5, do the day all over again. And I just didn't want that. I was already exhausted when I got home. Some nights I didn't even want to cook dinner. It was hard to just teach all day, give all my energy to my students, and then come home and just try to be that 100% mom too. Raise your hand if you're a dad or a mom and you can relate. It just was exhausting. And I was a single mom and rebuilding my life. And this business kind of fell in my lap through my best friend, Amanda. And she just told me, you need to try this. This will be such a blessing. And I really put it off for several months, told her, I just don't think I can do it. I don't think I'll be good enough. I don't think I have time. I don't think I have the mental capacity right now to take something on. And then I kept seeing her rise. I kept seeing her do amazing things, retire her dental hygiene career, come home, be home with her babies. And that's what I wanted. I was home with my girls until my divorce. And so it was really hard to put my kids in daycare 10 hours a day. And I finally decided one day that I'm just going to do this. I don't know if I'll be successful, but I'm never going to know if I don't try. And I'm never going to really be able to know what I can do unless I go full force. So the fact that you guys are on today, the fact that you guys have decided to start your own business, kudos to you. So amazing. I encourage you, learn all you can, jump in. Don't just put your toe in the water, put both feet in, because you're going to immerse yourself in so much goodness, so many blessings for your family. And over time, that is just going to continue to bless your family exponentially. I would have never guessed 5 years ago the blessings that would come. You know, I got remarried. I have 2 more babies. I've been able to be home with them. I retired myself a month before I had my almost 3.5-year-old. And it's been such an amazing blessing. And the same with Rachel. We've been able to work from home with our babies by our side and just help others do the same. And so that's what we want to do today. We want to show you guys how you can be successful. And we have steps that we do each day. We have, you know, when I was teaching, I had checklists that I had to mark off. I had my lesson plan. So I taught certain things. I had to put grades in the grade book. I had to make sure I planned my lessons for the next day, or I wasn't ready to teach, you know. So any job, you know, if you're working at a restaurant, you have that checklist. You know, I served too when I was going through college, and we had stuff we had to do when we first got there. We had stuff during shift that we had to restock. We had stuff after shift. Rachel can relate. We couldn't go home until that stuff was done. So if you treat this as a business, it's going to pay as a business, and it's going to pay more than you ever thought you could make. You know, maybe you started for $200 a month to pay for extracurriculars, but you're going to soon find out as you get rolling with this, oh my gosh, you can make $2,000, $4,000, $15,000, and it's just going to blow your mind. But we have to be able to be okay with opposition, be okay with growing, be okay with getting out of our comfort zone. And so that's the first thing I'm going to talk about. We have our core 4 and more, and you'll hear about KPI charts too. We're not really going to go into KPIs today. We're just going to touch on the core 4 and more. If you do hear the key, more for foreign. So one of the major things we do is self-development. That can be meditating. It can be, I love leadership books. I love to read books that show me how to be a better mom, have more peace, show me how to have better routines, you know, anything that's going to fill your mind with something, fill your heart with those things. So when opposition comes, you know, you have a bad day, your kids are sick, you're stressed, you know, a customer doesn't want to order who you thought was going to order, it's okay, because you've filled yourself for the day. So it's going to be less of a hit for you. So self-development, we would like you guys to do that at least 15 minutes a day. And you're going to find that it's something you look forward to. You know, you might get into an awesome Audible book and be like, oh my gosh, I'm going to finish this in a day. I'm just going to listen to it while I do my whole entire day. It might take you a week to do it, but listen to those things that are going to lift you up. And we can put some in the comments if you guys have some of your favorites. If you guys are watching this and you're new, if you're watching the replay, we can send you those. So don't ever hesitate to reach out to the person that enrolled you. We have a list of books that we love. We have a list of podcasts that we love. Get on some of those morning working power hours. Rachel has amazing podcasts that we listen to during those. And it's just going to help fuel you up. It's going to help you on those days that, you know, life just depletes you. So personal development is so, so key.
Yes. I remember when I first started, because Courtney, she is one of my uplines, and so she told me about the self-development, and I'm like, girl, I don't need self-development, I'm fine. Like I'm positive enough. Like, but I really wasn't deep down, no, because I let things get to me. I let things get in my head. I tried this business actually once before, but I quit immediately because I was like, oh, it's not for me. I couldn't get any customers. But when you actually do the self-development and believe in yourself, it's a good one. Also, one of my favorites when I first started, Courtney told me to do was watch The Secret on Netflix. I bet you everybody on here has got Netflix, but that one is game changer, you guys, because it really opens your mind as to why. Okay, so and the next one, I also wanted to share. I'm kind of like, I drop F-bombs sometimes, but I saw this and I was like, wow, like this is amazing. I don't know if you can see it, but basically what we do is we are going to be a mother effing champ today. Okay. That's what we do every single day, is we're going to be a mother effing champ. And so what it is MF is mindset fix. Courtney just talked about it. The C is create content posting. H is HAPs, 10 plus a day, 5 to 10, whatever is your goal. A is adding friends and interacting. M is message. P is potential follow-up. So that's exactly the core 4 that we're going to talk about today. So I just saw that the other day. I printed it. It's in my office. I absolutely love it. But so I'm going to go over C, creating content, posting. this one is one of my favorites. I love posting. I love making my page look like this certain way. You don't want to be spammy. You don't want to be sharing a bunch of random stuff of like, people share stuff like this cool recipe or this thing or this funny meme. You don't want to do that. Okay. Your profile is your business. Pretend that's your store. Okay. So you want it to look good. You don't want people to be going on your page and seeing like having to scroll through like 10 random posts that you're just laughing at before they see your post that you're talking about your business. Because when they do that, when you post like that, your ones that you wanted people to see are going to be hidden because they're going to be battling the algorithm of being able to be seen. So don't share that. If you got something really funny you want to show your friends, send it to them in a message. Okay. Like don't do it. I promise you. And then just try to stay consistent, post every 2 to 3 posts give yourself like a break of 2 to 3 hours between a post. Some people post like 3 to 6 times a day. I only post like maybe like 1 to 3 times. I try to do like a motivational quote in the morning. I'll do something about like my story and about like what the business has done for me, like an opportunity post in the middle of the day. And then I'll do something about products in the evening, or I'll switch it up. Maybe I'll do my coffee in the middle of the day and then my story at night, So those are my 3 topics. And then just share your life in between. If your kids did something really funny, share something in there. And then share it in your stories, because people want to start to get to know you. When they get to know you, they're going to fall in love with you and they're going to think you're so awesome. And then when you come to them asking them about host a post or something, or them commenting on their stuff, like they're going to feel comfortable with ordering or posting for you because they know you. Best ways to get post ideas is Telegram. If you're not in the Telegram app, let your enroller know of like, hey, where's this Telegram thing? I was going to try and send the link in here, but I don't know if you're going to be able to like copy and save it. But Telegram, we have a thread for post ideas, which gives you a million post ideas. You just slap your own picture on there, put a selfie, whatever, picture of you and the kids, whatever. Or there's like a lot of them are in there are like the right hook posts. And those ones are really great because like when you're doing like just like hints of posting about like your product, you're like, oh my gosh, I love my coffee, this is what it is, like picture of you in your coffee mug or something. Those are like just like jabs, but the right hooks are just like, I'm looking for 10 people today that are wanting to try this coffee, because they've been watching you, they've been hearing about the coffee. And then when you do that right hook, those ones normally get a lot of hits. But you don't want to keep doing right hooks like all the way down your feed, because then it's going to look spammy, so break it up. But yeah, so Telegram's really great. Also follow top leaders. I promise you, I still do it to this day. I'm stealing posts left and right. I don't care. I don't like I got no shame in my game. Like I don't got time to sit there and wait and spend like 30 minutes trying to write up a post. If I see a bomb post that a top leader did, I'm going to copy paste it. I'm going to change some wording around so it fits me and that it like fits my story and make it personal, and then just throw my picture on. Just totally do that. Our feelings are not going to get hurt. We're not going to get like all offended, like, oh, she stole my post. They're not going to do that because we all do it. Like I see Amanda using same post that like Kelsey Thornton does. We all do it. And I got kicked out. You guys, I live in the boonies. My internet sucks. I hate it. I get kicked off like 2 or 3 times a day. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so I hope that covered it with the posting.
That was so perfect. And I love that you say you steal stuff, guys, because when I was teaching, like we used to have a group called Teachers Pay Teachers. We would pay teachers like $1 for like their content when I was teaching, and like a colleague had an awesome lesson plan that just went amazing and the kids really got it. Like they're like, yes, this went amazing. Here's the lesson plan. And we either did it verbatim or we tweaked it a little bit. Now, obviously you don't want to do it verbatim because that messes with the algorithm. So like Rach said, move it around a little bit, change some words, spice it up, make it your own. And that's perfectly good. Like don't reinvent the wheel. Follow the right people that are being successful and you are going to be successful too. That's just how life works. Like you follow a mentor that is doing amazing and you stay consistent and do what they do, and then you're blessed with that. Okay, so the next thing is we do what's called host a post. And this kind of actually just came out a few years ago, and it's been amazing. So basically one of the main things we want to do is expand our network. You might be starting with 200, 300 friends. I think I started with about 1,200. About 10% of those people see your posts on any given time. And those are people that you're interacting with normally. So it's really important that we interact before we post, but it's also very important that we're bringing new people in to our network every single day. That can be from different groups. I'm in a Portuguese water dog group. That can be, you know, if you're about to get married, maybe you're in a group about, you know, planning your wedding, and you'll interact in there. You'll post a picture, you know, what flavor cake is everyone doing? Or, you know, what is everyone's first song? And then as those people comment, you just interact. You're not posting about the business in there. My Portuguese water dog group, I post a cute picture about my dog, or I ask like what, you know, everyone does for like a human snack for them, and they'll give all these ideas. I'll interact, and then I'll add them as friends because I've made that relationship. So that's a great way to build your network. But the best way you're going to do it is through host a post. And what this is, and most of you might have even joined from host a post, we do a raffle every single month. We each put in $10, and our pot this month is $1,000, and we bless several families with that. In exchange, we send a message to someone and we say, hey, you know, thanks for commenting on my post. Would you like to be entered into my raffle? You'll just put up a quick copy and paste and tag me in it. That might be for coffee. That might be for the cleanse. That might be for our hair vitamin. And they're posting for you. That friend, I'm in Arizona. That friend might be like Rachel is in Washington. And then Rachel has friends that live in Alaska, that live in United Kingdom, that live in Canada, that live in New York. And all of a sudden, that hair post that I had her do has 20 people interested in trying the hair vitamin that live all across the United States and Canada and the United Kingdom. Maybe even you have friends in Australia and you have them do a host a post for you. So it just expands your network so amazingly. Those people then obviously become your potential customers. And then those people can be people that host a post for you too, because who doesn't love raffles and earning free money? Like everyone is interested in that. Like, you know, maybe people don't get back to you when you send those messages right away, but rarely are they like, no, I don't want to do this. They're like, heck yes, I want to earn $200-300, you know, by having my name be on a wheel spinner. So it's so important to do that. We aim for 10 a day. You want to do a minimum of 5. That's going to give you guys potentials every single day. It's going to give you a good pool of people to be following up with. It's going to give you people that you're adding as friends, because all of those potentials then become friends with you. You're going to add them as a friend before you send them information about the hair vitamin, about the coffee. Those people might be the next people that join your team. I have so many people on my team that hosted a post for me, that saw the vision of, oh my gosh, like all I have to do is talk about products that are amazing and I can make money. Like so awesome, you know? So don't underestimate doing that every single day. It's so powerful. And one advice I can give you is just get out of your head about messaging people. Don't think you're bugging them. We have such an amazing blessing that we are able to give people the opportunity for financial freedom, for time freedom, for lots of freedoms that they never even thought that they could ever experience. So why would we not offer that to someone? Same thing when you're messaging someone about a follow-up, which Rachel's going to get into, about a product. You know, those people were interested. Time, you know, might have got away from them. They might have got busy. So never feel like you're bugging people. We like to say we go for no. There's a book called Go for No. It's about an hour read. I recommend you guys read that. It's super great. And basically you're talking to people until they either say not right now, no, or they order. So you're going for no. So getting those host posts out, that is one of the most crucial things. That's the first thing I do after I get my first post up and I interact. I am getting my host posts out. I get those done in the morning. And then if I don't get all, 5 to 10 of them up, I'm doing them throughout the day to try to get some more up when my kids go to bed. But that is going to set the pace for such an amazing day. And then, if you're working full time, you just do your follow-ups with those people when you get home. This business works around you, and that's what's so amazing. I have 4 kids. My life is crazy. My husband works full time. He's in a master's program. I can't be on my phone all the time. So I do tasks, then I have family time. And then if messages are coming in, it's okay. Those people can wait. You can do your follow-ups whenever you have time. Obviously do them within 24 hours because, people want what they want. They want products, they want information. But you can do that at 9 o'clock at night. You can do it at 7 o'clock when you put your kids to bed. So host to posts are amazing. Don't be scared of them. Don't feel like you're bugging people. It's such an incredible way to grow your network, go from 300 friends to 1,000 friends in your first month, grow your loyal customer base, and grow your team. So it just kind of knocks out all these tasks, all these core 4 tasks in one task.
Yes, I love it. So I'm going to go over messaging about potential distributors for your team. You really want to grow your team, guys. Like if you're scared to do it, don't, because you're missing out on so much. And when I first started, I was on a messaging spree. Like I had no fear in my no fear of what anybody's going to say, because I was like, I'm coming home, I was messaging everybody. And you know what? Those people, they're so thankful for me now, because they're like, dude, you just changed my life. I've had 2 or 3 girls now on my team that have quit their job too and came home with their kids, so it's literally don't feel nervous asking them, because maybe this is the thing that they wanted, but they're too shy to ask you. Okay. So just always put that message out. If they say, no, I'm not interested, no worries. Okay. Move on. Don't take it to heart. It's not a big deal. And when I send out my host to post messages, I know in the beginning I was so nervous about it. I thought 5 was so much. I was so scared to message people, but the way you got to think about it is when you're doing host to post messages, don't put a face to it. Don't put a feeling to it, because if they're gonna read that message, they're probably just gonna look at it for 1 second. If they're not gonna respond, they're just gonna leave it, and they're not gonna think about it anymore. They're not gonna spend their entire day oh my gosh, I can't believe Rachel sent me that message. They're gonna look whatever, and just move on with their day. Okay, so don't take it as serious as you think it is. You're the only one stressing about it, so stop. So just send the message. Don't put a name to the face. Don't put or just look at it as a bubble. I'm just boom send, boom send, boom send, boom send. In our Diamond Dream Squad page, Allison did a video of her doing her host to post messaging, and it's literally that simple. She just went back and forth. There's no feeling involved. It's business. You're just asking them if they want to do a host to post for you. You're not asking them if they want to spend a whole bunch of money with you. It's literally, do you want to do a post to get in? Okay. And then for distributors, I'm going to put it in the chat. This is what I send. In the beginning, I used to send 10 messages a day. Just put the feelers out there. People I follow that I think that would be great. People that I follow that I see that they could really use the money, because they're always complaining about it. But I'll just send them this message. And especially people that I think they were so awesome. I watch them and I'm like, dude, I want to be friends with you. Because, in this business, we're talking every single day. So we're going to be best friends. So I want to make sure I'm asking the people I do want to talk to every day, and not people just for asking. So I'm just hey, kind of straightforward, but I think you'd be so stinking good at this. So there's that one. I used to send out 10 messages, but now I'm sending about 25 messages, but do whatever you got to do when you're first starting. If you want to start off with 10 first, start off with 10, but you want to move up to 25. And then also, let's see. The other one is after somebody does a host post for you, the next day I send them the message about doing this business. Thank you so much for doing that post for me yesterday. Have you ever thought about making money from home? Let me see. Okay, so I can't view this before I send it, so I'm just gonna send it and hope it's the right one. Yep. Okay. Hey girl, just wanted to thank you again for putting that post up for me and helping me reach my goal. Have you ever considered working with me for some extra money? I think you'd be amazing at what you did. Amazing. And what you did by posting for me is exactly what I do every day. So then you're kind of reassuring them that they can do this because they already did it. Because basically that's all we do is our host to post. And so just send those out every day. Okay. Be confident. Save these in your note section on your phone. And just send it. Start with 10. And if you feel ballsy, go more. Send 10 more in the afternoon, send 5 more before bed, because once you start growing your business, you guys, we don't get paid just to sign up distributors. So because you have to help them reach success. You have to help them get their 6 customers, but we help them. We get paid for training them and for putting customers there. And so for every distributor you get, you guys, on your team and helping them become successful and financial free, you are making $150 each distributor by helping them. So if you want to assign 3 people this week, that's $450. If you know, like, so whatever your goal is if you're like, crap, like I'm like $700 short for rent, like then get some distributors and help them get customers real quick, you know? So that's exactly what it is. If you don't need to be at Emerald Diamond Pay to be making thousands of dollars every month. You know, you can still be an executive or a distributor just starting and making that much money just by distributors and helping them get started too. So don't think that it's going to take you a long time to get to that point of making $1,000 a month. Okay. And then the next kind of messaging we do is following up. And this is so important because I have a distributor. She messaged me yesterday. She's signing up on Monday when she gets paid. But you guys, I've been talking to her for 2 years. 2 years I've been talking to her, but I've been talking to her about the products. And then she's been watching me for 2 years. She saw my post and about the opportunity. I think it was probably the one about my patio, because we're building our patio. And she messaged me and she was like, okay, like, tell me about this. I need you to send me some details. And so, but I've never like been like super pushy with her. I've always just followed up with her. She never ordered the products, but I've always continued keeping that contact. Yes, buddy. Okay, I'll be right there. I'll help you. He's so upset his sister's not playing with him. But so like I never like lost that contact. I always followed up with her. I always was like, hey, we're interested. She wasn't interested, you know. I've had her do host a post for me. She's seen me doing it. But follow-ups is key, you guys. There's a statistic, I'm not sure exactly the numbers, don't quote me on this, but if there's a slim chance, you know, like there are those customers that sign up like right on the spot the first time you talk to them. But then there's like a big chunk of people that sign up after like the 4th to 10th interaction of you talking to them. They're not ready. Okay. So 85% after the 4th. Yes. So if they got to think about it, you know, some people got to think about it before they make a decision. And so they're like, I don't know, but they're going to still see you posting about it. They're going to still like be thinking about it, seeing your post, watching you, like really, like they're really watching you, because I know I've done it for things that I've bought. Like I watch their stories like hardcore and I'm like, oh, I really want to buy that. I don't know. And then I finally see that one post, or they finally message me and they're like, oh my gosh, we have a sale on it. I'm like, okay, I'm in. Okay. So always follow up. I have my notebook, and when I talk to people, if I'm busy throughout the day, I don't, but at the end of the day when I'm winding down, I'll go through my messenger and I'll go all the way, scroll all the way down to see who I've talked to, and I'll write their name down. So I remember, and I'll like do like coffee or TFX or hair, skin, and nails, like, so I have a reminder. So Black Friday is coming, guys. I don't know if you've been around for Black Friday, but we always have Black Friday deals. So get your list, start getting organized now, and get your potential list huge. So when Black Friday deals come, you have them, boom, instantly get a message, not just trying to scramble, trying to find who you've talked to in the past, okay? And so I'll find my follow-up message to put in here, but it's basically, I've got a whole bunch of them. Again, I'm not viewing it before. Yeah, okay, that's a good one. I only can see like the last 4 words before I submit, so I'm like, please be a good one. Hey, babe, just wanted to reach out and see if you're still interested in the skinny coffee. I'm placing some orders for the end of the month, and we are going for a huge promotion. It would be help so much. Oh wait, that's kind of like the end of the month one. Let me find a good one.
While you're doing that, Rachel, I'll just talk the importance of consistency, because I feel like that's just so huge. Yes. So all the tasks, you want to make sure you're doing them every single day. These core 4 and more, and then if you're going to eventually follow that KPI sheet, those are checklists that you're going to do every single day to get paid. The only way people aren't successful in this business is if they quit. Consistency over time will allow you to be very, very, very successful. If you could make $50,000 a year, after a year in this business, would you not stay in? If you could make $100,000 after 2 years, would it not be worth it, guys, for that extra stream of income? That's retirement. That's traveling. That's college education for your kids. That is more than I ever would have made having multiple masters, a doctorate, and 50 years in teaching. So I want you guys to see the vision of that. it's not always easy. That's why you need the self-development. You need the team. You need the fire of tuning in. We have weekly trainings every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Arizona time. Tune in, stay connected. But you have to do all the pieces of the puzzle. It's like if you wanted to go to the gym and lose 20 pounds, you're not going to do that doing it once a week. So you are not going to be successful if you're only doing posting once a day, or if you're only adding friends every couple days, if you're only doing host to post every 3 days. You have to commit to put both of those feet in and do everything together and stick with it, even when it's hard, even when you're not motivated. And this is one thing too, as Rach keeps sending those messages. You're not going to be motivated. You are not going to be motivated every single day. We've been in this multiple years. I'm not always motivated. I'm tired some days. I'm grumpy when my 1-year-old's been up all night. But what motivates me is this vehicle. It Works has been a vehicle to allow me to be financially free, to travel, to have investments that I never would have been able to do on a teaching salary, to live more, to give more, to dream more. So when you guys are feeling like, just think of this being that vehicle. And action creates motivation. So you're not going to wake up feeling motivated, but action, that checklist that you have, marking those off is going to give you momentum to keep going. And it's going to give you momentum to do another task and then another task. But if you just sit and you're idly just watching like that workout video on the couch and never getting up, you're never going to see the results. So I felt so impressed to say that. Stay consistent with it. Follow-ups are so huge. I saw someone say I need to up my follow-up game. Yes, because 80% of your business is follow-ups. That's where 80% of that revenue comes, because you're reaching back to people. People get busy and they're ready to order, so definitely up that. But we're so excited for you. I'll let Rachel take over now.
Okay. I also, the last one I did was another one. It's like a pivot. I call it a pivot message. So if you told them like the pricing script of the coffee or something and they ghosted you, send this one. Just be like, hey, I know maybe it's not the right time to try out a product or something, something. And then they're going to be like, oh man, like I feel so bad. I don't want to order from her, but like, maybe I'll just do this post because I feel bad, like get them to do a host post for you. Also another good one is after people do order, send them the host post, ask them to do a host post for you. But thank you so much, Alicia. She just put so many follow-ups in there. Yay. Thank you. But yeah, stay consistent, guys. I'm excited for you. Don't ever give up on your dreams. Reach out to your enrollers. Don't think that we're thinking you're annoying and that you're reaching out too much, you're asking too many questions, because if you're not reaching out and asking questions, we think you already give up. And then we're having anxiety, like, oh, they already quit on themselves, we think the opposite. So please reach out, blow us up. Because we want to be there, and don't stay quiet. Stay close to the fire. There's power hours all the time. The Tuesday team trainings. It's going to be so great.
And guys, our team just went top 5 globally. So what we do truly, truly works. You guys came at the most amazing time to just have massive success. So stick with this. These next 2 months are going to be incredible. 2021 is going to be amazing. So we are just so excited for you.
Yay. Okay, I'm going to stop recording.